Okay, here we go. First mastermind of October. What is so special about this month? That there's something that has to do with urgency about the month of October. Drop it in the chat. I'm curious to see what you guys say. Or you could raise your hand and say, yes, exactly, diamond. You got it, Jamie. That is it. That's exactly what I was going for. And you came so close last month. So you are perfectly teed up. You are perfectly teed up to do it this month. I know you're going to do it. And you have that beautiful little assistant right there to help you. So, okay, everyone, congratulations on a killer month. We had so many rank advancements, diamond rank advancement. I'm hoping we'll get a few words in a little while once I get through some of these beginning things from Tara Kohn, who is a new Black Diamond and is just doing amazing things. I think she broke a new diamond herself, Tara, and I'll call on you in a little bit because I would love to hear some of your words of wisdom. As you guys know, we have a new crown, Nichole Hosein. Nichole is at a doctor's appointment right now, so she's not on yet, but she'll be jumping on as soon as she's out of there and back in her car. So anyway, it's been really, really exciting. New diamonds, and I'm probably going to forget some, so you guys can write it in the chat if I forget any. But Ginger Capers, Almir and Evelina, and who else? Put it in the chat because I don't have it in front of me. Oh, heck yeah. Oh my gosh. Nicole's mom. Duh. Nicole's mom, Joanne, and Dr. K, the mysterious Dr. K, who is also under Nichole. She hit diamond. And Moni broke a new diamond. That's Almira and Evelina or Evelita. I might be saying it wrong. Who else? Diamonds. Mining for diamonds here. So maybe that's it. Okay, cool. I mean, that's plenty. That's a lot. We had a lot of fast start directors, executives. Our sales numbers, excuse me, were way up. What I always I look at GQV because that's the total bucket of everything. So that's what's going to help you rank advance and hit bonuses is GQV. But I also look at GCV, the 8-level GCV, that middle column. And the reason I look at that is that stands for gross commissionable volume. And I'm not looking at it to see like, oh, how high is my commission going to be? I'm looking at it because that is sales. That is sales for the company. So that's really important to me because I love this company so much and I love Dave and Amy so much and what they stand for and their hearts and how generous they are with us. So I want that 8-level GC column to always be bigger than the previous month. Even if sometimes you might see, like I saw some red numbers last month that the GQV was red, or the total was red, like down a certain amount. And when I look at last month compared to the previous month, it was the GQV that was down, but the GCV, the sales part, was up. So that's really good. So the only reason the GQV was down was probably because the shift in the points that was made, with widen your reach and all of that. So what matters is sales. That's the lifeblood, obviously, of our business. So let me go through a couple things. Drop a 1 in the chat if you've done your action plan declaration. That's super important. Do not forget to do that. And go through your back office and make sure that you do this too. I was talking to Nichole this morning about this. Look at previous period, view your unilevel team, go to previous period, and then scroll across to the column that says declaration day and click that twice so you can see all the yeses. And any brand partners, actually you can filter it. You want to do one more filter. You want to filter to the type of either customer or brand partner. Just put contains on the filter and then put partner or brand, doesn't matter. And then the declaration column. So you want to see in September, who are your brand partners that don't have a yes in that column? You need to make sure they do it this month. So make sure everybody does their action plan declaration this month. Because if they didn't do it last month, you missed out on 50 points of times so many people. So you want to make sure they're all doing it. And declaring is important. I've heard people like 2 schools of thought, like, oh, I don't want to say anything yet because I don't want to jinx it, which, okay, that's one way of thinking. But then you got Nichole, who's a total boss, who goes on the business opportunity Zoom in front of like 100 people And she's like, I'm going for the crown in July. I'm going to the top. Remember my name. Like, not like totally unabashedly, because she knew she was going to do it. And she set huge accountability for herself to do that. She declared it in front of so many people. So declaring and putting your upline mentors email, always put yes on that and put their email. We're here to help you. You don't have to hide that from us. We're here to help you. We want to know what you want to do. So always do that. Put your upline mentors email so they get it and they can help you achieve whatever goal it is you want to get to this month, which if you're not already diamond, it probably is diamond. Okay, what's the other promo, big promo that we have starting today? Drop it in the chat. Yes, 40 and 4. Well, you're 40 and, did they say 40 and 5 or did they say 40 and 4? They said 5 because counting yesterday. Okay. Sorry, I was a little, I was like delirious on the call last night. It was a lot. So with everything, going on. Anyway, welcome Pamela to your first call, says Michelle Borsma. Welcome, Pamela. Okay, 40 and 5. I've been saying 40 and 4. Sorry. 40 and 5. Amazing. So any calls you made yesterday count. And then today, these next 4 days. So you want to make sure somebody else can write the details here because they probably heard it better than I did. But if you go into boards, there's fresh and new, you click on fresh and new, and then monthly kickoff content. And September or October monthly kickoff content is already there. So you can look at the Canva deck, which has every promotion, everything that's happening this month. So my understanding is you have to write, we've done a million of these, write the name, the phone number, and the result on a piece of paper, and then you upload that into your back office. By what time? Beth Lambert, you probably know. And Christopher, go ahead.
6 p.m. Pacific.
On which day?
On the 6th.
Okay.
And they'll get the points by the 7th.
Thank you so much. 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay, Omri has the link to what's important now. 6 p.m. Pacific on October 6th. I'm so glad you guys got this. Thank you. I normally do, but that's teamwork makes the dream work. That's why I love you guys so much. So, okay, so 40 and 4. So what do you think 40 and 4 can do? Raise your hand and speak it or put it in the chat, whatever you want to do. But what do you think 40 and 5. What do you think 40 and 5 at the very beginning of the month can help you accomplish? You are the best. Kelly Williams says, explode your business, set you up for hitting diamond. Exactly. Go ahead, Beth.
It does set you up for diamond, and it sets your mindset for your tone for the entire month because you're getting out of your comfort zone right away. You're reaching out to new people. This is all about the business, this particular mini marathon. So it's going to open up conversations and your confidence level. And I found a diamond doing that. Anne is on my team because of a 40 and 4. So we never know who we're going to reach, but the confidence we gain from it is second level or next level, I should say.
Absolutely, Beth. Thank you for sharing that. Your confidence will skyrocket when you do this. And you heard what Beth said. This is about the business. This is calling people about the business opportunity. And how can we not share this business? What has it done for people? From paying for their products, an extra $500,000 a month, which can be a game changer for people, to being on a European vacation for 2 months and doing amazing things, which is the next hand that we have up. Justin and Melissa, I think what are you guys, on a boat or something?
Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know. Thank you for doing that. We're on a boat. We are in Spain. We are living our best life. Thanks to Purium. And everybody deserves this. So what does 40 and 4 do for us? does what they're rewarding us for doing what we should be doing anyways. We should be sharing this business. We should be offering this to our customers, our friends, our family. We never know who's been praying for an opportunity to make an extra income or to be remote or to help their husband retire. Like, this is something we should be sharing regardless. And the 40 and 4 pushes us to do what we know we should be doing.
And be a skipper.
And you can be a skipper. So yeah, I think it's really explosive. It gives us the push that we need. And if you don't share this with one of your friends, somebody will. Somebody actually said to me, oh my word, I can't believe that so-and-so's in this business and they never shared this with me. Why wouldn't they share this? Like, it actually hurts their feelings. I'll never forget when Christine Roseberry said to me, if I saw all of my friends sharing this fun business on Instagram and you didn't share it with me, it would hurt my feelings. I'll never forget that. So it's so important to dignify our friends and family. Let them know we're doing this. And if the timing's not right, it's okay. But let them know regardless. It's a numbers game. And the more we share it with them, the more likely we're going to find our crew of dream business partners. Nichole Hosein knows that. She got 10 business partners last month. I can only imagine how many people she had to present this with to enroll that many. And that is why she is exploding. So yeah, I'm stoked that they're doing this for us. They're just so generous.
I love it. And Melissa, doing it at the beginning of the month like this, I mean, it sets you up. Anybody that wants to get to Diamond Club, this is the key to doing it, because you have to find brand partners. If you're brand new, you could be brand new right now and you can hit Diamond this month. I'm telling you, we have lots of people who have done it in their very first month. So anything else you want to add, Melissa or Justin?
Oh, sure. One more thing about the Diamond Club. So if somebody just enrolled today and wants to hit Diamond this month, very doable. Many have done it. Is it easy? No, but it's amazing. It's just anything worth having. You're going to work a little bit for it, right? You might work a lot of it for it, but it's so worth it. So there's so many things. There's so many ways. And Sonia and I were just talking about this. One way is if you yourself hit executive, that's getting 10 UBTs. Right? You get executive 3, 3, and 4 if you don't do the transformation now. And then you help 4 people hit the director. Then you are a fast start diamond, not to mention all the matching bonuses you're going to make. Another way is help 2 of your friends hit executive. And then maybe you bring in consultant and get a third person to consultant. That's another way that we can hit diamond. So there's so many ways. And once you get business partners, you never know which ones are going to start running. So thanks for bringing that up, Sonia.
Yeah, thank you for laying it out like that. That was really, really helpful. So you heard what Melissa said. She laid it out with how many brand partners you need, how many need to get to director. You could get 2 to executive, 1 to director. That's going to get you there. That's 14.5. You're obviously going to get the rest yourself. You could get 10 ULTs yourself, hitting UBT every week this month. By the way, we have a 31-day month, so you have an extra day. But you could do that 3, 3, 3, 3. And I think, let me see how many weeks. I'm sure we have 5 weeks this month. Do we maybe even have more? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 weeks this month, starting with now through Friday and then the whole rest of the month. So that's 1,250 points, UBT times 5. And then when you hit 10, you get that extra 1,000 points. That's going to get you executive volume yourself. And then that's 6,000. And then you get, let's see, let me do the math here. I don't want to make it complicated, but okay. Yeah. 3 directors and you getting to executive brings you close to 14,000. So, and then it's just a little bit more. And you're going to have other people outside of those 3 directors. You're going to have other customers or brand partners or, so the key is brand partners though. You need a minimum of 3 consultants for your structure, but that's only 1,000 points each. So obviously that's not enough. So you've got to get brand partners who are doing more than that. So thanks again, Melissa and Justin. Love seeing you on the Mediterranean in that beautiful crystal blue water in Spain, living your best lives. And it's just so inspiring. So thank you. Okay, Rico, welcome back, Rico. So good to see you.
It's so good to see you and everyone. Just real quick, yesterday I was at a restaurant and I was meeting up with some friends and we just had a normal conversation just to show you how it can explode very quickly. My two friends, well, my friend invited his friend and then they invited like other friends. So it's like 6 of us and my mom. And we had a nice little lunch and we got into the conversation about what I do. And of course, I have a big mouth. So I was talking about this business and they were like, oh, this is so cool. So you mean you can make X, Y, and Z? And I showed them the business page on my phone and they were like, let me take a look at that. So I have 2 people that want to know more about the business. And then the person that they invited, she was like, well, I just became unemployed. You know, I just put a 2-week notice in. I was like, oh. And I told her about the business and, you know, just a trickling effect with her. And then her husband wanted to know more about the business. So I'm like, I'm looking at possibly 2 to 4 brand partners right there can explode really quickly. So the point is share the business opportunity with as many people as possible. Let them decide what they want to do with what you offer them.
Thank you, Rico. Yeah, we don't decide for other people. We give people the option. We want to give them this opportunity. I would feel terrible if I didn't talk to people about this, because I've seen what it's done for so many people, the benefit. And Amy says the business is our best product. It's the only way that we can get products out to the masses is by getting more brand partners to share these products. It is the only way. And if your business is flat, if you're plateauing, if you felt stuck, I said it last night, enrolling new motivated brand partners is the cure for everything. Trust me. I have been up and down. I've been qualifying in the past, not qualifying. I had a leader leave and take a downline, a crown downline. And that's a whole other story. But I never gave up. And I knew I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep enrolling. I'm going to find some amazing people that I can help benefit from this business. And I did. Amazing people, as you guys know. And all of you are here as a result. The majority of you are here as a result of these new amazing people, as well as we've got OGs that are amazing, that have been with us and stood the test of time. And you're all so appreciated. But that's the key. Like that is it. Having that new excited energy and just the gratification of helping someone succeed. You guys know that's my love language, helping people make money in this business, helping people succeed. It's what I love. I get so much satisfaction from it. So let's just keep doing that. So, you know, what's really interesting? We're talking about 40 and 5. And you know what I love when I asked you guys, what is the benefit of it? You know what? One thing that nobody said, I don't see it in the chat. Anybody know? Beth, exactly, the points. Nobody said that. You know why I love that? Because you guys are focusing on how it's going to impact your business, how it's going to move your business forward, the energy it's going to create in your business. So you're not just doing it like, oh, I'm just going to do a bunch of calls. I'm going to call people. I hope they don't answer, you know, that type of thing. You don't have that kind of energy. You want to get people in, you want to help people explode and benefit. And that is your first motivation in doing this, obviously, because that's what you're all saying. Now let's talk about the points. 200 points for doing this per brand partner. First of all, imagine if every single one of your brand partners did this, what it would do for their business. You heard Beth say she found a diamond doing, we used to call it used to be 40 and 4. They're giving that extra day now. She found a diamond, and Christopher, by doing a 40 and 4. A diamond. You could find a diamond. You could find a diamond who goes, a brand new person who comes in early in the month and goes diamond this month. And you end up going to diamond with your new diamond to Diamond Club. How cool would that be? And I love what Rico said, do it with intention. and with style. But yeah, it's got to be intentional. Okay. So Monica is saying same thing. That's how she found Avelina and Almir, who just hit diamond. That's how she, in a 40 and 4, and making those phone calls. This is a numbers game. When you call 40 people, like everyone has already said, your confidence goes up. You start, you work that muscle. You start feeling more confident. And the minute someone is interested and says yes, your confidence soars. Even if they don't, you're working that muscle, you're getting used to doing it. So how do you find yes, Jamie, go for no, because that's gonna lead you to your yeses. How do you find 40 people? Drop in the chat. How are you gonna find 40 people to talk to? Drop in the chat or raise your hand. Tracy.
From the memory jogger.
Yes. I love the memory jogger. So that is found in your Purium phone app. And that app is searchable. So in the search bar, just type memory jogger. And Molly wrote that too. Yes, memory jogger. That is one way to do it. And you'll be surprised how many people it will make you think of. Kelly Williams says, every time I use the memory jogger, my list gets bigger. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what's another way? Ask for referrals, Omri. Excellent. Ask for referrals. Siri says, existing customers and asking for who they know. She says, my dentist tomorrow. Ask current customers for referrals. Yeah, ask everybody for referrals. Cammie.
So recently I moved to a new area and I just made a list of all the people who I want to get to know better and catch up with. But of course, I'm going to be putting that in there. So it's kind of 2 birds with 1 stone because I want to set up coffee dates and things like that, but then asking them to think about who they know that's looking for work and they would like to learn more about it.
I love it. And you found an amazing new brand partner in your new place that you moved to. I love people who have a green light mentality like Cammie. Cammie has the mindset, the green light mentality and mindset. She moved to across the country to a new state, new town where she didn't know anybody. And she could have looked at it 2 ways. She could have looked at it like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? I don't know anybody here. Or she could have looked at it like, wow, this is a whole new territory for me. This is untapped. I'm going to meet so many new people. And that's what she did. She looked at it the other way as a positive. And she got her new brand partner, Jackie, who's amazing, went Fast Start Executive. Jackie's on board. Jackie's going diamond. So, I mean, that's so inspiring, Cammie. So thank you for that. Okay, more in the chat. Go through all your phone contacts. Ask people, who do you know? Who do you know? And I love that. It's the power of who. It's not saying, do you know anybody? Because you don't want a yes or no answer option. You want an open-ended question. Who do you know? So they start thinking of who. And yes, new Black Diamond, Tara Kohn.
Good morning. Along with that, the memory jogger, maybe highlight on that memory jogger the categories of people that you are A, most comfortable speaking to, and B, the message might be the most relevant. So Sonia, you're a realtor, like I would highlight that category. I would highlight hairstylist, chiropractors, massage therapists, and physical therapists, and maybe gym owners. And the reason being is with that amazing tool you gave us yesterday with the chiropractor call, that's going to resonate with anyone who has a client or customer or patient base. So we could have a line, just think of how do we want to phrase this, but just a line that we're going to feed to every person who's got a patient base to say, I got a hold of a nutrition that many health practitioners are loving to share with their patients. When could I meet with you to give you the details? Or would you be interested in watching informational about it with an interview with chiropractors? So that's a really big tool you just gave us, and we could use that in combing through our memory jogger.
I love it. I love how you gave the verbiage for that, Tara. Thank you so much. That is excellent. Yeah, that's a great tool. It only ended up being about 30 minutes. Like that's watchable to hear the chiropractor stories. And fortunately, the 2 first chiropractors had to go because they had appointments, they had clients. So I had to have him come in early, right at the beginning, which is actually really good. Cause I think I only spoke for about 4 minutes before the first chiropractor came on, Dr. Stately. So that's good. That hooks people in. Like they're not having to listen to 15 minutes before they hear a chiropractor story. Those stories were the star of the show. Those chiropractor testimonials, as well as Melissa's story. She shared her story too. And her energy is always off the charts. It's amazing. So I apologize for my stupid Wi-Fi that cut off, but Melissa jumped in, and I think it's still going to be an effective tool. Even with that, it's going to be fine. All 3 doctors knocked it out of the park. They were amazing. There was someone, okay, there's some other comments in here that I want to read that I really like. Follow up, Mari says, follow up with people who said no in the past. That's one of my favorites. I love that one because you've talked to people about the business, they weren't interested, and now you can give them an update. Hey, guess what? I just want to touch base with you. How things been going with you? What's going on with your business, your job, whatever. Hey, remember I talked to you about that thing? I know you weren't interested at the time, but I wanted to let you know what's happened since then. It's been so exciting. If you've had some wins, some things have happened, maybe you've hit a rank, you've hit executive, diamond, direct, whatever. You help someone do that or use someone else's story. But that's a great one. People who said no in the past, because it's no for now. It doesn't mean they necessarily will never be open to it. Timing is everything. Circumstances change. If you talk to someone 6 months ago, their circumstances could be totally different. They could have lost their job. Something could have happened. You don't know. There was something else here that I saw. Oh, Ginger says, who is liking and commenting on your social media posts? Yes, that's a great one, because that's how you can start some really great conversations and just you've got some rapport going. Thank them for showing love on your post, whatever you want to say. Justin Melissa says, don't prejudge, ask questions and compliments to get conversations going. Check in with customers to see if they like the biz. Yeah, your customers could be your potential brand partners. I started as a customer. Ask them who they know that's driven go-getters. And definitely don't prejudge. Sometimes we can have a tendency to prejudge the successful people, the people that you think have a lot of success, they're making a great income, they're wealthy. Those are the best people. Those are the people who love building things. They love success. They love achievement. So don't prejudge those people. And they have pain points too. Their pain point might be they have great income, but they have no time, no downtime. And that was me, so you can always use my story or someone else's story that like that. And same thing, Gloria says, go back to the nose. Maybe their situation has changed. Exactly. So what else? Social media. Oh, thank you, Mari. Love having you here. And can we add an existing customer to our 40 list that we're now talking about the biz with? Okay, only new people, Kelly says on the website, new people. Now, that doesn't mean if you've talked to people in the past, in my opinion, and they said no, and you pick up the phone again and follow up with them and just give them an update, I would count that. Just because somebody said no a year ago doesn't mean they're not open to it now. Like, I wouldn't leave them out. I just use your story with new brand partner who said he's so busy, doesn't need the money, so he isn't focused on Fast Start. Okay, interesting. But here's something to say about that. And Evelina, I want you to still share, so I haven't forgotten about you. Fast Start with somebody like that, and I know you've done this already, Cammie. The power of Fast Start is the story that it creates. He doesn't need the money. Guess what? Lots of other people do. So if he thinks $1,500 or $3,500 isn't a lot for other people, it could be a total game changer in their life. So the reason for him to do it is the story that it creates, the compelling story. That's a way more compelling story than, well, I sat on my hands for 3 months and didn't do anything because I didn't need the money. So definitely talk to him. I know you have done this already because you're shaking your head. Talk to him about the story. That's the bigger reason to do this, because guess what? That story will make him more money residually than the bonuses themselves. So might as well make the bonuses and make the story. Okay, Evelina, newly minted diamond, Evelina and her husband, Almir. Go ahead and share if you're still able to.
Yeah, so I wanted to share because I have a tendency to prejudge a lot and it holds me back. But we had the goal of Diamond. I was like, okay, I just have to just do it. So I went to find referrals from the customers I already had. And so um, I talked to one of my customers. She goes, well, you could call my father-in-law, but I don't think he wants to do it. He doesn't want to do it. So she worked on him. We didn't give up, and I think he's here, if that's his iPhone, as a new BP, and he's already signed 2 people up. I think three people. So he's and he came from, like, in my mind I'm thinking, oh yeah, this, but we'll it was a prejudged situation, but I'm so happy that we pushed through that and didn't give up on that. And that's a big thing for me because that I really have to Monica's always helping me mindset. So
Yeah, all about mindset. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's a great point. And a lot of times people judge for other people, like they decide for other people, and it makes me crazy when they're like, oh no, they'll never do it. Oh no, oh no, they'll. Well, how do you know? Why is it your place to decide for them? I don't mean you, Evelina. I mean the people that say this. Like, why is it I think the reason they're saying it is fear. They have fear of judgment. They have fear of rejection. Melissa and I were talking about this. Tina just said it, put your fear behind you. They're letting their fear potentially rob someone else of the amazing benefits that this opportunity gives people. And that's not right. We don't ever want to do that. So that's a great share. And welcome. Is it Leroy? Welcome. And congratulations. Amazing. And yeah, Teresa says the people you least expect say yes. That is so true. And Kelly says Eric Mish said in a Million Mom Movement call, I think that was the one with Christine Roseberry, never prejudge. We cannot see people's bank accounts. True. That's true. And even if they have a lot in their bank account, they may not have time to enjoy it. They may not be having the time to be frolicking in the Mediterranean like Justin and Melissa are right now. I mean, you want to be able to have the resources and be able to enjoy them, not just have them. So, okay, let me see what else before we hear from Tara and Nichole. I want to talk about a couple other things. Okay, I want to share our enrollment stats for September. I'm just so proud of everybody here and so impressed. So we had, I think in August, we enrolled 106. We enrolled 100 in September. We had one less day in the month. So it was a 30-day month. Our duplication in August of every new brand partner who came in that duplicated, that did something that had a tree next to their name was 57%. In September, we went up 3 points, 60% duplication. That's amazing. And I texted Amy that this morning, and she was so impressed and so proud of you. And she wanted me to share that with you, that she was just blown away. So the needle keeps moving, and let's keep doing this. Let's keep the enrollments going and keep the duplication going. So I want to talk about our contest, this current contest that we're doing, this incentive, team incentive. I want to reiterate what it is, because it's a little different than what we did before. Before it was just like you enrolled a brand partner, get in the drawing, win $50. So there's a couple more moving parts to this, but it's really, really important because what it drives is the behavior and the mindset of a new brand partner talking about the business right away, right out of the gate when they're brand new. We know it's so easy for them to talk about the ULT and get customers, but we want to help them start talking about brand partners right away. And I have to do a little shout out. I'm really proud of my new brand partner, Jen Bingham. I don't know if she's on because she works a regular job during the day, but I'm so proud of her. She came on board last month and she's been making her list, getting me on connect calls, planting a lot of seeds. And almost every single one of them, she's thinking they're potential brand partners. So she did enroll a brand partner. Her brand partner hit Fast Art Consultant. Jen came super close to hitting Fast Art Director. She just came in at the very tail end of the month. But now she has a new brand partner who's like, okay, tell me what to do. How do I do this? She's awesome. She's a physical therapist, does body work. And Jen is going to at least get Jen and Danielle, her new brand partner. The goal is they're going to get to Diamond this month. But she's already set the stage for that. She's going to get at least 2 more people, obviously, in the next couple of days. I'm going to win $50 from myself, and I'm going to give it to her. I'm not keeping that. I'm giving it to her because she did it. So want to give out as many of those $50 as possible. But let me reiterate what it is. Okay. So for last month, it was a brand partner that you enrolled in August or September, and they got at least 3 ULT 90 days on board, 3 people, and at least one of those was a brand partner. Because again, we want to reiterate and ingrain the rhythm of 3, getting 3 ULTs and hitting the ground running with getting brand partners right off the bat. Connect calls are crucial with this because the new brand partner is going to borrow your confidence as their upline mentor. They're borrowing your confidence, your story. They have a story. Their story is why they're doing this. Their why is their story right now at ground zero. But they need to borrow your confidence. They need to get that confidence by bringing you on, and they're going to learn so much by listening to you. So that's what that is. So we really need you guys to, every week before the mastermind, like maybe the day before, let us know if you have anyone who's done that. Let us know who it is. Let Melissa, me, Michelle, Nichole know, any of your upline crowns. And then we'll go in the back office and we'll verify it. But it's impossible for us to comb through the back office. There's so many people and see who did that. So we have to chunk it down to all of you and leave it to you to let us know. So I think someone, let me see, was it Michelle Boersma? Somebody, or was it Melissa? Shoot. Now I'm trying. Okay, it was Melissa. Okay. Fast Start Executive, Shelly Dalia signed up. I'm reading this off her text. Signed up Angelica, who signed up 3 UBTs, and one of them was a brand partner. Okay, that's a perfect example. So congratulations. Is that, Melissa, is that Shelly and John Dalia? Okay, so congratulations. You just won $50. Melissa's the upline crown, right? Are you the upline crown or is it Michelle? It's you. Okay, so you're getting $50 from Melissa. Congratulations. And then she's got new sparkly diamond ginger capers, signed up Alma, who signed up 3 UBTs, including one being a brand partner. So Ginger is getting $50 from Melissa as well. So congratulations, Ginger and Shelly. And if there's any more, you just have to tell us because we can't announce it here unless you let us know. So you got to be proactive and look through your back office. I know it's a new promotion, a new incentive. So we're kind of like getting our legs on it and getting in the rhythm of it. But
Sonia, can you get more granular with Shelly, who just wrote in the chat? No, it's Nina who got the 3 UBT because it's the enroller. So she enrolled Nina, and Nina went ahead and signed up 3 UBT, one of them being
oh, okay.
BP. So it's the enroller of that powerhouse that gets the $50.
So Angelica gets it, right?
I thought the enroller, John and Shelly got it.
Oh, okay. Nina signed up Angelica. Angelica's the one that got 3. Right? And one of them was a brand partner. John?
I don't know. I'll get with Shelly after. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. And Ginger, congratulations. John and Shelly enrolled Nina.
Yeah. We enrolled Nina. Nina enrolled Angelica. Angelica got 3 UBTs in 1 week. Nina also got 3 UBTs in 1 week.
Was one of those 3 UBTs a brand partner?
No, because I think Angelica was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay. But one of them that she got was a brand partner, right?
In the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Because it was for August and September. So yeah, and Melissa's gonna verify it, or Justin probably will in the back office because he's like back office wizard. So that's amazing. And for this month, now we're gonna keep doing it as the month of enrollment and the next full month. So anybody you enroll this month, that does that gets 3, and at least one of them is a brand partner, then you're going to get that whether they do it this month or next month. Okay. So next month it's going to be, they have next month and the following month. You'll get used to it. We'll do it. We need to talk about it more. We need to like do a lot of repetition with this. But the end goal is, like Michelle Boersma had said a couple weeks ago, the mindset of getting a new brand partner, getting brand partners right away, and not just their first full month, just getting only customers. Because guess what? They could get to Fast Start Executive their first month, and then they're going to be like, oh, now I'm kind of like starting at ground zero. These are all customers, unless some of those customers upgrade to brand partner and are motivated. So, okay. Great job, everybody. All right. We have about 15 minutes left. So I want to bring on Tara Kohn, who hit Black Diamond last month, which is absolutely amazing. Broke a new diamond. Tara, tell us the few months prior, because I remember hearing you on a Monday night Zoom, and you were like,
I was
red numbers.
totally a Debbie Downer. But so I was like, what is going on here? And there was a lot of action happening under the surface that just hadn't shown yet. So like, even though my numbers were in the red in August, they weren't for long because convention had happened. I should count, I think I had 7 brand partners with me at convention. So they came away really excited. Ginger is an example. I'm going to tell on Ginger here. She showed up like, okay, let's see what convention can do for me. And she left going, I'm going to be diamond. Like, there's no doubt about this. I'm going to be diamond. That was really exciting to see what that did for my brand partners. So they were driven. Plugging them into that system, I think was key. And I'm distracted because someone's crawling all over me here. And let's see, what am I talking about again now? Get me back on track with the question.
Ginger said, I'm going to be diamond, and then inspired other people on your team.
Yeah. Okay. So even though I was seeing numbers in the red, I had been working hard with my downline and pouring into them, but also I wasn't forgetting about, trying to enroll myself. I needed to do better that way. You let me know right away, you need to enroll. I did get 1 or 2 more. I got 2 more, but I still need to work on enrollment. And that's really the key. So, but I've got powerful brand partners with huge whys, and they're really motivated. So the convention really helped. That filled in the gaps for all of them. But enrolling is the key, because we just have to think about the power of multiplication versus addition. When you have a customer, you have one, but when you have a brand partner, you have multiplied. It's endless. And then when you have many brand partners, that's multiplying the power of your work. And so it's crucial to do that, to be a leader. And when you're a diamond, you are an emerging leader. So it isn't just about volume anymore. It's about creating leaders yourself. And that's what I'm in the business of doing. Like, I want to show people what a leader is and how to be a leader themselves. So I'm getting inspiration from you and Melissa and my sidelines, who I really look up to. But that's exactly what I want to pass on to each one of them. Let's see. The other thing is, you want to talk to everyone about the business, because you never know who's going to get the bug. And, think about the spreading of a virus. Viruses don't decide who they're going to infect. It's everywhere. And then it's whether the person's, prone to infection or whatever. We're talking about sickness, but that's really like, it's viral. We talk about enthusiasm being viral. Well, that's what the business can be. We spread it non-judgmentally. And then whoever is open to that and self-motivated and driven and sees the dream, then we allow them to make that decision. So that's why we broadcast it with no prejudgment. And when I saw these products, Crystal didn't know that I was praying for a business. I didn't know it was going to come in the form of perineum, but I was praying heavy about finances for months and even like a year or two before that. And it was just unbelievable how it filled every single need. But Crystal didn't know that. And here's the line that Crystal used, even though she didn't know what she was doing. She was just passing on what Melissa told her, that Crystal said, who do you know? You know, I'm working off of referrals. And so if you want to get a kickback, I'll give you $30 for each person you refer to me. I'm like, okay, good. I don't have to do the business, but I can still make money. But I am smart enough to know, and your people are smart enough to know, $30 isn't very much when they could be getting a residual income month after month. So I did the math, of course, real quick in my head. And about for 3 seconds, I was happy with that option. But then I'm like, well, I don't want my mom and my other loved ones being someone else's customer. So I jumped in. So that line of saying, I'm running my business mostly on referrals. Who do you know who could get help with inflammation, gut health, hormone balance, or even who needs a side income? When you ask for referrals, you're not putting all that pressure on them. You're basically giving that big picture of how the business works real quickly. And if a smart person or someone who's open to it jumps at it, and I was one of those people. So you have to know that there's a whole lot of Tara Kohns out there who will see the vision when you share it non-judgmentally. So those were my thoughts. And then I just wanted to say, if you're talking to someone about numbers and how much they could make, that will work if they're a numbers person. But if they're all heart and they're all about helping people, that won't work for them. You need to think about the lives that person will change. And when they know about the lives that they'll change, and also what trips that they'll take that will mean a lot to them when they earn that money, like what does that money mean for them? That's the angle then. So you're going to talk heart to heart or logic to logic. And you have, like you've said before, you got to read the room and see who your audience is. That's going to change your message in sharing the business. So those are my thoughts.
Great tips, Tara. Those are really great nuggets, golden nuggets of wisdom. Thank you for sharing. You're getting a lot of love in the chat from your team. They absolutely love you. And I love what you said about leaders of leaders, finding people who we can develop into leaders. You had a bunch of us crying here, Tara, by the way. Just the fact that you said you were praying for something financially, and how you said that you quickly realized it would be smarter to be a brand partner. And that fear of loss, like, I don't want my mom to be someone else's customer. That's huge. So everything you said, just so many good things. And I love that you're continuing to enroll, that keeping that at the forefront, because we never want to get sucked into management mode. We do have to support our teams, of course, but we want to carve out a certain percentage of time that we're working on our own personal enrolling, because guess what? You attract what you are. You want to attract superstars, be a superstar, do all the things, lead by example, do the things that you want them to do. You got to do all the things. That's exactly what you're going to attract. And that's what you've attracted, Tara, because you are a superstar in spades, and you're such a leader. Melissa always talks about what an incredible leader you are, and you're going crown. We were talking about you the other day, that you're going crown. So, but Black Diamond is huge. That's a huge achievement. So congratulations. And thank you so much. Where are we with time? Okay. We got about 7 minutes left, and Melissa looks like she's in a noisy place, like in a golf cart or something. So I don't know if you're able to say anything about Tara, if you want to just add anything on, but you may not be able to, which is fine.
I am able to. Tara, we are so proud of you. She is amazing in so many ways. We all know this. But in the beginning, she didn't realize the power she had. We always saw it, but she didn't understand it. And now she sees, like, I really am crown material. I can do this. I am doing this. And it gives me goosebumps when I think about it, because I went through the same journey. I remember Sonia telling me, you're crown material. I didn't know what was going on in the beginning, but Sonia had so much confidence in me that I believed, well, this is happening. she wouldn't tell me this is happening if it wasn't. I believed in her. I borrowed her confidence until I understood it. And now we get to pass that gift on. It is more gratifying to me than helping people with their health journey at this point, because it helps them in every aspect.
Absolutely.
What is the goal? I mean, Sonia, it's too good. We all owe this to you, Sonia. You've been the best mentor to all of us, and we're just paying it forward. We're so grateful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Melissa. And you are duplicating, and your team is duplicating everything, all the right things. You're such an inspiration. You led the way with the 5 stars. So I'm so proud of you. Royal next, baby. Thank you so much. I want to tell you guys before I bring Nichole on, and I want to tell you guys a really funny story. I'll make it really quick. So Doug and I were going out to California when Melissa and Justin first came on board. So we were going out there, we were spending time with them, pouring into them, because I saw the raw material there. I saw what this amazing person was and could do. So Justin he was doing his electrical contracting work, which he has now since been retired from, thanks to Melissa and Purium and this team. So he was working, he got an Airbnb through his work, this big job he was working on, very labor intensive in Palm Springs. And Doug and me and Melissa, we were driving out to Palm Springs and we were going to stay there with Justin. And Doug's like, why are we going to Palm Springs again? And Melissa said, because Sonia told me I'm crown material. It was the cutest thing ever. And she said it, of course, with her Melissa confidence, her trademark Melissa confidence, because Sonia said I'm crown material. So I just love that. And Justin was seeing Doug floating in the pool, and like Justin's going to his electrical contracting job. And he's like, oh, I come home, Doug's laying there with the beer floating in the pool. And he's like, I want Doug's life. It was hashtag Doug's life. So now you have it in the most amazing ways. Frolicking.
And Sonia looked at Justin and she said, you will. He's like, I want to be in the pool floating around all day. And she said, you will. There was no doubt. It's like, yeah, maybe. Hey, it could happen to anyone. Maybe. You never know. No, she did not have that. Anything's possible. No, she's like, you will, with that solid confidence. And today he was floating in the Mediterranean. He's like, I've got Doug's life, living his best life. He picked up a mop that was on the boat. He's like, I'm a mop. I love being a mop. Men of Purium.
Justin is the ultimate mop. I love it. Congratulations, you guys. This is the best. Like, there's
Thank
nothing
you, Sonia.
than this. Thank you. Okay,
Show 'em the view.
Nichole. What? Sorry.
I said
we wanted to show you the view, but we'll post videos later. We want to hear from Nichole, please.
Okay. All right. So I want to bring on Nichole, who's going to share some takeaways from her journey, this warp speed journey to crown, 4.5 months. This is a company record. So there was somebody a long time ago who did that, but they were with a network marketing company that was going under. So they needed a new home, and they basically copy and pasted a team. They brought a team over. So of course they hit it fast. Nichole has done this organically from scratch, ground zero, and it's absolutely amazing. So Nichole, where are you?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
You better be here. Okay. Yes.
Okay. I'm in the Sprouts parking lot, and I pulled in. I was like, I don't know about this service, but if you can hear me okay. Hi, everybody.
Yes. Hi.
I am looking forward to seeing that view, Melissa. Thank you. I am so excited. And honestly, I mean, 2 weeks into the month, I think I complained to Sarah. I was like, I don't think I can do it. Like I was, like as somebody said in the red, there was like red. So I was like, I don't know if I can do it. What really pushed me into crown was can I tell them the points I was at? I know, like, yeah. You need 150,000 for crown. I think it was Friday night, and I was like 126,000. So I knew I needed, I was 100. Yeah, just like I needed, like, what is that for math? A lot, 24,000 points. And I was like, and then I remember getting on these mastermind calls, and it's like anything's possible. The last couple of days, pump it out, see what you can do. So every day, probably multiple times a day, I said, Sonia, what do I need? Sonia, what do I need? Lay it out for me. And we just wrote out a plan, and I leaned into my team. And that's the beautiful part about this business is, you help your team, they will help you. It's reciprocated. So I leaned into my team. I helped them. I got them. I spent the whole weekend on calls, talking to people, getting other people signed up as brand partners, as customers. And it was Sunday night. I was at like 38,000. So I had moved up a lot. And I was like, okay, like, and then my heart was like, I'm not going to make it. Like, I'll be so close, but then I won't, if I don't make it, it'd be like 140 something. That would suck. So Sonia and I planned, I looked in the back office. I can't tell you how many times I refreshed that page. And then once it said 150, I was like, okay, we got it. But it was really just leaning into the team and having that network of knowing that you have their back, they have yours. So your brand partners, you will get them. They will show up either because, like, my mom is my brand partner, because who doesn't want to do this with their mom? And you also get people that come organically. They get on these products and they're passionate about them because they're having their own transformations. So who can they talk to? And I think this 40 and 5 we have going on is really a great opportunity, because it's showing us who are these people we can talk to. Like, I was scraping things together in the last few days, but now I'm like, there's 40 people. That's easy, because how many people did I speak to this weekend? Hundreds. I spent the whole weekend just getting on calls, but I did it. And I feel like everybody can do it. There's so much potential out there. I just left the doctor's appointment. I had my shake with me. I talked to her about it. She wanted to see the ingredients. She was impressed. I brought sample bags with me. I mean, everywhere I go, I'm spewing Purium. I got sample bags. I'm going into Sprouts. Somebody's going to be getting a sample. So you got to be able to talk to people. And it's something I'm not usually good at, but when I'm so passionate about something, I don't shut up, and I have not. So I'm channeling my inner Sonia. Anybody is a potential customer, because everybody needs to improve their health. So I'm excited, and I'm so honored to be part of this. So pumped.
Thank you. And
So,
congratulations.
thank you, Sonia, because I think we got a delay. Sonia, you have been such a help. And Sonia's, I call her the crown maker. If you guys lean into everything she's saying, obviously, I leaned really deep into that, you will become crown, because she lays it all out for you. So thank you for you, especially.
Oh, thank you so much, Nichole. So I'm going to share a little bit more of the journey that Nichole didn't share, and you can feel free to chime back in anytime. So, and I got permission from you to say this because I put it in your shout out. So I'm sure it's okay to say it here because it's there. Everybody saw it. So Nichole had some surgery the prior month, and she puts this all over her social media. So it's no secret. She has had C-sections and had adhesions that had to be fixed. Like, things were poking through that weren't supposed to be in different places. So she had that surgery in August, and still she was like on the gurney making sales in August. She's like, I've got somebody in Dubai that wants to order 6 boxes. Can you help me? And I mean, all this stuff was happening. Like, nothing stops her. No distraction, no obstacle. So first of all, number one, mindset. She has the mindset of a champion, crawl over glass mentality. And I was like, when she first came on, I remember, like, the first month, she's like, oh, I've got a migraine. I've got a terrible and I'm thinking, oh, that's probably going to take her out. And then, like, next thing I know, she's like, okay, I just closed a ULT. I saw it right there, a little glimpse of it. Like, this woman is unstoppable and limitless. So last month, there were a little something, I don't know if I'd call it a complication, but she had to go back in the hospital. So this is part she didn't share. Part of last month, September, she was in the hospital. Then we had a hurricane, which Nichole and I, we did not flood or anything like that. We didn't even lose power here, but she did. She didn't have power for like a day, didn't have Wi-Fi for a day. That's what our business relies on. But somehow she wasn't going to let that discourage her at all. And then it was kind of like 2 weeks in, and then maybe the third week, she's like, I'm not tracking for crown at all. Like, my numbers aren't tracking for crown. I might have to settle for red diamond this month, which is still a great rank advancement. But then I'll go 2-star next month. And I'm like, no, you're going crown. It is happening. So here's the thing, like, when you have an upline mentor who's got experience, or even if your upline mentor doesn't and they're new, but they have someone who does, there's someone above who does, who has seen how this can play out. When you hear, like, the Beth Lambert story of 7,000 points on the last day, and we know what can happen because we've watched the movie before. So we know what can happen. So the thing we never want anybody to do is throw in the towel. Like, not that, I mean, hitting red diamond would not exactly be throwing in the towel. That's pretty respectable. But I knew with Nichole's prowess, her social media prowess, her mindset, her determination, she's very goal-oriented, competitive. Like, she will make it happen no matter what. And she says it as though it's already done. So it's like, oh yeah, okay, I need this much. Okay, I'll do it. So just, you're completely unstoppable. You are limitless. You're so inspiring to everybody, to the whole company, Nichole. What you've done is just amazing. And I just want to look in the chat here real quick, because there's a whole bunch of comments that I have not looked at. I know there's tons of love for Tara and Nichole. Savage, just Melissa, savage, Purium beast, unstoppable. Okay, they're talking about you, Nichole. What else here? Nichole is the queen of hustle, 91 UBTs. She's another Melissa Hansen. Shows that they're out there. We can find them. Okay, that's a really good point. That is a really good point, because sometimes people think like, okay, I'm going to do this with my social media. I'll just do social media. I'll just keep talking about it. Yeah, we want you to do that. We want you to use your social media, but not everybody has that like Melissa has and like Nichole has. That was Melissa, what, 5 years of every day sharing every single thing you're doing in your life for 5 years, and you hadn't monetized it. So that connection with the audience and the community was already built, and it was ripe for monetization. And same thing with Nichole. And Nicole's done some other things, just like Melissa. You had Beauty Counter and doTERRA on your link tree, and you're like, I never made a dime. Nichole, you were doing a couple other things. You were getting like a $17 check, $200 check, but no, not like this, life-changing income. So it is there. There are people like that out there who have a very connected community and audience, and maybe they haven't monetized it. Maybe no one has seen them and seen their skills and their greatness and pulled it out, mentored it, developed it, nurtured it, guided them. So absolutely, it could be someone who's not even on social media. It could be a local person who's a powerhouse, who has an incredible local community and credibility in their community. So that's why it's a numbers game. We've got to keep talking to people. We've got to keep enrolling people. And you don't know who you're going to unearth in that, who you're going to mine. So there was something else I wanted to say. What was it? Shoot. Having to do with you, Nichole. And now I can't remember. Darn it. It was probably something really good too. So I don't know. I forgot.
I just put in the chat that I upgraded my decade-old car because of Purium.
That was it. That was it. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yes, I wanted to say that. I mean, and you guys can also share Nichole's story when you're talking to people. Share her story, how inspiring it is. So on Monday, last day of the month, what'd you guys do?
We went out and got a mom van. I have been dying for one. I knew that our car was on its last leg, but we're Muslims, so we don't buy anything on interest. We have to buy cash. And so Purium made that literally possible. And it is such a crazy feeling to walk into a dealership and buy a car cash. But it was all because of Purium. My kids walked out. They come home from school. There's this new car in the driveway. And they were like, thank you, Purium. I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. It's the only way that was possible. So yeah, I'm cruising in style now and I'm really excited. I can fit everybody in. So come visit me. But it was just honestly like that was when I was like, wow, we made it, such a blessing.
Yeah, I love it. And it started with Noah's camp, being able to pay $700 a week for your special needs son's camp, which you thought you were only going to, prior to Purium, it could do 1 week. And then this story has just evolved and unfolded. Oh, now we could do the whole month. Now we could do the whole summer. Now they have it on the weekends. He can go every weekend. Now the car.
Yep.
So
yeah, the opportunities are endless. It's truly, this company is a huge blessing. And I've worked with, I don't even care about any other company anymore because they don't give this kind of generosity.
Or have products as good either.
Nope.
And the amazing community. So what would you say to anyone who's a little hesitant about talking to people about the business, or say things like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be pushy or salesy, or what would you say to somebody who's got that fear?
I literally feel like it's probably the most selfish thing not to share this with people, especially the people that you care about, because you literally could change their entire life financially, physically, emotionally. Like that peace of mind of knowing that there's money, the peace of mind knowing that your health is in check, even coming up with this whole like food shortage craziness on the East Coast over here. Like
I got a stockpile of green shakes and amino acids. I'm not worried about it. All my nutrients will be there. You know, throw in a bag of rice and call it a day, like whatever. So I feel like even more so now, it's important to talk to people because the quality of the food, the disruptions of getting our food here, like you guys need to be sharing this with people. I know your loved ones. I mean, I'm sure everybody could improve their health. Everybody could benefit from deep nutrients on a tight schedule. Like it takes very little time. My life is chaotic all day long, and I still have time for my shakes. I make time for my shakes because it takes no time. You know, so get out there. Don't, you know, I mean, people will say no, but people will say yes. And even if they don't say no, at some point they'll be desperate enough to turn on and ask again. So just put it out there. Don't just be brave. Just do it.
Aren't you happy that Ariel shared the business with you?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
What if she
changed
had
my
it?
life?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Nichole. I wish you could
pleasure.
look at I wish you could look at the chat.
Oh, I can.
Okay, because it looks like you're in Sprouts now. Sari
I am.
says she's sharing your story with all the spa owners. One of my BPs is connected with and my chiropractor. I love that. And Molly says, Nichole just inspired me. I'm talking to people at the gym about Purium as we speak. Way to go, Molly and Sari. I love this. Yeah, we're all a family here and we share and leverage each other's stories. Melissa, did you want to add anything else? I feel like you were leaning in. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So everybody, thank you so much. We went a little bit over time, but it was totally worth it. Nichole, thank you. Congratulations again. Tara, thank you for everything you shared. Congratulations again. And everybody here, all the shares, spectacular. New diamonds, congrats, and all the rank advancers. So don't forget, tune in to Dave's product education call tonight and invite prospects to it. Pick up the phone, invite them to this call. That's part of your 40 and 4. Actually, you're talking to about the business, but the products are what they're going to be sharing with the business. So you're going to talk to them about the business, and then they can learn about and see one of the owners, how heart-centered they are, and learn about these beautiful products that this business is wrapped around. So you can position it that way. So, Beth, thank you. Green Diamond Above call today at 2 p.m. Pacific. Okay, totally missed that. Thank you. With Leslie. 5 o'clock Eastern today, Green Diamond Above, 2 o'clock Pacific. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, have a great day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And